Hey YouTubians, it's Tony here from We Try Anything. Channel likes try anything so you don't have to. Today's video is just going to be slightly different to the norm of the Casio watches that I tend to review or do tutorials of and stuff. I'm going to just let you peer behind the curtain of the We Try Anything channel. Now, We Try Anything isn't a big channel or anything by any kind of respect really. It is what some people may call as a micro channel or a very small channel. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about a little bit of background why I do YouTube. I'm going to talk about the kit used. I'm going to go on talk about the analytics and obviously what you've come here to watch, which is how much money I've made on YouTube and some of the costs that you don't think about that do take away from that. I'm going to just go on about saying has it been any good, some of the experiences I've had with YouTube, and then I'm going to talk about moving forward where I'm looking to move this channel. A quick talk about the background. Now, in my other business I do graphic design, and what I found from months and weeks as they progress, there's some months I can't move for working, but then when I have projects that are with clients and there is a little bit of limbo where I'm waiting for amends or I'm waiting for approval for the project to either continue or to be completed. And as I say, I'm in a little bit of limbo, so I thought, well, instead of wasting my time doing other things, why don't I just learn about video editing, a little bit about search engine optimization, writing scripts and all that, and learn a bit about YouTube. Now again, I'm no one special on YouTube. I am just a normal person just uploading videos really. But with YouTube, what I will say, and you can't underestimate how much you do learn. I mean, for example, if you look at my channel before, all you used to see was these hands presenting the watches and stuff like that, and obviously quite shaky as well, which again I'm sorry about, but it's something I've learned. But now I do like to present to the camera, and it's something, it's a skill you do tend to learn really. And again, I'm not brilliant at it, but I am learning, and that's what you do learn some other skills from doing YouTube. Now, that was the reason why. It was just to fill in a bit of time, and it does help me learn a lot, which I absolutely love doing. And it is certain skills like video editing which I've brought into my main day-to-day work as well, so it does all cross over. Now, the next thing to talk about is the kit that I use for this channel. Now, you can hear the sound because audio is quite important for YouTube. I use a lavalier mic. It's a couple of years old. I spent £15 on it, and I think it's called, I'm just looking at it here, it's called a Boya microphone. Again, it's nothing special, but you can get better microphones nowadays which are wireless and saves all these wires, but I just use what I got really. You are looking at me through an iPhone 13 Pro, and I've been using it for the past couple of years, and it has been brilliant. It's always recorded what I need to do, and I do find the imagery super crisp if I use 4K, but I always like to film my videos in 1080p, which is HD, and again 60 frames a second, and it's been brilliant. And the other thing as well, I can download it to my Mac no problem and edit it from there. Now, the computer I've been using is a 10-year-old Apple MacBook Pro, and again, up to this very video, it has just done the job brilliantly. And on that MacBook Pro, I use Adobe Creative Suite, because obviously I use it for my design stuff in my day-to-day work. But what comes with that is Premiere Pro. But as I say, that is more of a bonus of me paying for the Creative Cloud subscription, and I get that as part of it, so I do use that. But you can use iMovie, you can use DaVinci Resolve. So again, you don't have to spend loads of money on what you use. Now, with the MacBook Pro being at 10 years, rendering videos took ages. So a 12-minute, 15-minute video would take 3.5 hours to do. I started to use a PC for rendering, which brought it down to 15 minutes. Again, that PC wasn't anything special. It was something that wasn't being used. It had a 1050 Ti graphics card. I didn't need any more than that. So again, you don't need any more than what you've got around you. For creating the thumbnails, I either use the phone that I've got, which I'm recording the video, or an old DSLR, or like an old camera that I've got, which does the job brilliantly. So you don't need to use a lot, or you don't need to spend a lot of money on it. Studio lighting, I use this lighting here for the top lighting, which goes onto my watches or what I'm reviewing. And I also use like a little ring light. That was about £20–30. The ring light was a tenner. And what you're sat on at the minute is a £10 tripod. And for the ring lighting, and when I do the close-up video work, you were looking at a tripod. Again, I was given for Christmas, so I don't spend a lot of money on this channel really. And if there's any kit I can get hold of on Amazon, I'll link to it below, and by all means you're more than welcome to have a look at it. So what I'm going to now do is I'm going to jump into my computer and start talking about the analytics and obviously how much this channel does earn. As you can see, this is the analytics part of the We Try Anything channel, and if you are like new to YouTube or anything like this, this is where you get most of your information about how your videos have done. And if you are monetized, which there is a certain criteria about, I think you've got to earn over what would be 4,000 watch hours over a certain 365 days, and also you're gonna have over 1,000 subscribers to get the full monetization. Then obviously once you start that kicking in, then you will get an extra part on what would be the top part where it says revenue. Now, as you can see, just talking about revenue, I have just quickly blurred that out just for now. We'll be revealing it very soon, but I just wanted to quickly focus your mind on the views that this channel has got really, and then I'll talk about the revenue. So in terms of views, this channel over the past 365 days, which you can see, which I've highlighted here, has earned itself, or has earned through the videos that I've uploaded, 662,285 views to be exact. Watch time, again, crazy amount, 32,200 hours have been watched on this channel, which is a crazy amount when you think about it. Subscribers, I've earned 1,500 subscribers. Again, it's not to some people it'd be like, is that all? But to me, that's a lot of people really. And again, thank you to everyone who subscribed. Now, if I break it down over 28 days, the views have been really good. 62,600 views. Watch time, 3,300 hours, a great amount of time. Subscribers, 142. Now, that's what the channel tends to do over that amount of time. Now, what I'm going to reveal, over the 28 days, estimated revenue is £181.06. Now, that is for what would be the month of March. Now, this is probably the highest that this channel has earned, because if I just scroll down, I don't think it's there. Let me just click on the revenue button there. You can see how well this channel has been doing over the past couple of months. Now, October, November last year, I was starting to see the channel in terms of the monetary growth grow. Now, November tended to be the best time. December was a little bit less. Now, January, February are always kind of very slim pickings, because a lot of advertisers have spent their budget over Christmas in terms of advertising on YouTube really. Now, February and March is where it's starting to grow, and as you can see, I've so far earned in March £147.89. Now, to your big YouTubers or people out there who have got far bigger channels, it's probably not a lot of money, but to me, it's a fantastic amount, and it's an amount that does help massively really. So YouTube tends to guess what you can earn over the last, or it tends to give you an estimated revenue over your 28 days worth of video performance, and as you can see, it is £181.06. Again, a great amount of money. Now, you can see here revenue for every 1,000 views really, or revenue per meal as they're called. Now, this is how much the channel earns for every 1,000 people who view videos on my channel. Now, it's not a massive amount. I mean, it depends on your location, it depends on what you're talking about, it depends on what the video is about really. If I was a finance channel, it could be anything up to 12, 13, 15 pound per 1,000 views. So you can see this doesn't earn a lot of money compared to some of the channels out there, but again, I'm happy with that amount. It's what it is really. So that's over 28 days. Over what would be 365 days, you can see I've earned 1,000, what would be there, so I'm just calculating it over 1257.72. so over the year I've earned what would be £1,257.72. So if you was to even that over the month, you're looking at £104.81. Obviously, some months I've done better, some months I haven't. But if you want to look over the average, it's about £105. And again, if I go to what would be 90 days, my estimated revenue is £437. 28 days, £181.06. This is for the month of March, obviously we're looking at, and the last 7 days I've earned £40. Now, again, it's not a lot compared to what some other YouTubers do earn. They earn that within a couple of hours or whatever, but for me, it's great. Now, over the lifetime of the channel, it's quite funny really. I've earned, just waiting for YouTube to update, I've earned £1,937.09. Now, I started my channel in 2016, and again, as you can see, I didn't do much up to what would be more 2022 when I started to, I didn't get monetized until what would be 2022, and that's because the videos I've been putting out, if I go to what would be my content, the videos I've been putting out, it was very sporadic in terms of the content and stuff like that. As you can see, not a lot really. But again, if you look over the lifetime, it's a crazy amount of people who've watched my videos. 1.5 million people. I've had 9.1 million impressions. Click-through rate is pretty good, I've got to say, 8.2%. Average view duration 2 minutes and 49 seconds. So again, probably some of the content I do produce may be the reason I don't earn as much, but again, I am still learning with what I'm doing. So just back to revenue, as you can see, over the last 365 days, I'll just quickly say 12572, and you can see where it spikes as well throughout the last 365 days. The most I've earned in one day is £16.84, and that was after I popped out this video which was about wearing an 80s Casio over 29 days. So really, that's what the channel earns, or has earned up to now, and I've given you an idea over what will be 28 days, 365 days, and also a breakdown each month over the last 365 days in terms of what the channel has earned. So it's been about £105 really. Now, it's not a lot of money, and especially when you take into account the amount of hours that you pour into filming or writing a script, filming, editing, buying the products that are featured in the video, because there's only, over the lifetime of the channel, there's only one product that I was actually sent over. And when you take into account what the government takes out in terms of taxes, obviously the cost of materials, which would be the software I use and stuff like that, it's not a fantastic amount, but it's an amount that it does come in handy. And when people do write on the channel, oh, you know, you need to buy this watch, that watch, and another watch, some of the watches that people do suggest, especially if they're brand new, can wipe out that amount in terms of, with one watch, can wipe out what I've earned over that month. So that was the reason why I thought I would just kind of give you an idea of what this channel earns. So just to go on, is it any good YouTube? I do think YouTube is a great platform to get yourself on. Now, the only thing you will have to bear in mind, you do have people with comments, and don't get me wrong, it's great that I get comments on the channel, and I love reading them, and I do reply to as many as I can. I mean, I don't always reply, but I do read every one of them comments. But what you've got to understand as well, you do get some negative comments on the channel, and you do have to kind of develop a thick skin really, because some of them do kind of make it, you know, you get loads of great comments, but then there's that odd one or two which stick in the back of your mind, and you just need to learn to just filter that out. And believe me, I've had a couple, and yeah, it's just not brilliant really. But if you do get a lot of constructive criticism as well, which I openly invite really, because I want to learn how to be better, and I want to learn how to, you know, upload better videos, create better videos, make my time more efficient and stuff like that. And if someone suggests something that I've never thought of, then rock and roll really. That's the way I see it. I've enjoyed uploading to YouTube, and I will aim to try and do a YouTube video once a week really, and maybe twice a week if I can get round to it. Now, I'm looking to expand what I do as well, and this is where the moving forward comes into it. I will still keep doing the videos on a weekend basis, and there will be predominantly watch videos and videos of watches I've got and tutorial videos. But what I'm looking to do is, towards the start of the week, is eventually put out videos of other things really, reviewing other items. As I say, the watch videos will always take precedent, but the other items could be, say for example, an update to a car that I reviewed years ago, I've still got, which is a Nissan Micra, or for example my wife's car, which is the Kia Rio. You know, just update videos and stuff like that, and also just expand what kind of reviews that I do, because the channel is We Try Anything, and I do want to, as much as I will be putting out watch content, which will always happen towards the end of the week, I will be introducing a few other videos towards the start of the week really, and that's where I look to moving forward. Now, in about another year's time, I can put out another video like this, which, if it was any help to you, and if it was, then, you know, give it a thumbs up, and also write in the comments, was this any help to you? And if there's anything more you want to know about running a YouTube channel and what it involves, then pop it in the comments below, and I can always do another video about what it is like to run a YouTube channel and upload videos and all sorts, or any kind of little bit snippets of information you're looking to find out. Pop it in the comments below, I'll gladly help you where I can. So I hope this video was of some use, and if it was, then please click on that thumbs up. It really does help the channel. If you want to see more videos coming soon from the We Try Anything channel, click on the subscription button below. And again, I hope this video is of some help to you, giving a little bit of insight or behind the curtain of the We Try Anything channel. And I really do hope it was of some help to you. And it leads me to say thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Goodbye.